you chose to, or you click on select all, which selects all the products highlighted on this first page. If I click on select all, it marks all of them as being selected, and I can go to the next page and I can select it as well. Meaning if I'm okay with all of these are the products I'm dealing with as soft health, I can just select all of them and click on save. So this routine is what we just need to do once. That is, these are my products already on P2P. I'm investing them under my portal. So please, it's very, very important that this is done before your products can be available for your customers throughout the period of the conference. So if I've selected this, I'll just click on save. On click on save, all these products are now added to my list of products or P2P, meaning these are the products I want to be dealing with. But for the conference specifically, we believe that some of us might not want to bring all our products to the conference. Maybe there are some products that you are bringing to the conference outside the entirety of the products that you have. You can choose those products specifically. And how do you bring in those products? Now, what I've done currently is that I've brought in the products that I deal with generally, but I can also bring in the products specifically for a given conference. That is, maybe I have 20 products in the supply chain currently. I can decide that, okay, for the purpose of the conference, I want to bring in just 2 products. So I could just go into the conference section and add or harvest those products. But put it at the back of your mind that you can only harvest products that you have indicated that this set of products are your business products. And that's why I brought us through this route, so that we can harvest all products that belong to us first and foremost. Then we can now go back to the exhibition portal and choose the one we are actually bringing to the conference. And if you are bringing all to the conference, you can always add all products as well at that point. But before now, I want to believe most of us have understood what it takes to create locations, how to create users, document settings. We made mention of this document settings in the last meeting. I don't think we need to go through it again, but this is where we actually put together our business processes, where we say, okay, for every quote request sent to me as a supplier, how do I want to respond to it? If they send quote request to me, because I want to respond to it with a pro forma invoice, do I want the pro forma invoice to be automatically generated? That is, for instance, I don't want to be on the system 24/7 trying to respond to pro forma invoice from my customers. I could leave my system, remove from require approval, and say auto response. And when I mean auto response, meaning that I don't want to be on my system as at the time to do my rest. I can be asleep, but my system can automatically generate a pro forma invoice to whoever is sending a quote request to me without me necessarily being there on the system to check. Your system will automatically generate. But there are 2 conditions that you need to have met for the system to automatically generate the pro forma invoice to the customer. You need to ensure, number one, you need to ensure that you have your products properly defined and harvested on P2P. Then you also need to ensure that you have stock in your balances. You need to ensure that those products that you have also have prices, because if these conditions are not met, the system won't be able to generate the pro forma invoice automatically, and you have to start doing this manually. So if you want to enjoy the benefits of using auto response across this P2P system, you need to ensure that these 2 key or 3 key conditions are met fully, so that whenever they are sending requests to you, the system can respond with a pro forma invoice. And when they make payment, if you can go into the system and confirm the payment before goods can be issued, and we can run around the system end to end. So, but you can also, if you are not doing auto response for a particular document, you can say this document will require approval, meaning that whenever this document is generated, like a pro forma invoice was generated by one of your sales rep, it will require probably a supervisor to approve it. But if you don't want it to go through the process of creation and approval, you can just uncheck this, meaning that whenever you create this pro forma invoice, whoever creates this, the document automatically becomes valid and it will start being used for business across P2P. You can also define your validity period. That is, for instance, I want to send pro forma invoice or invoice to a customer. Within a period of time, if I don't get a response with a payment or acceptance of that invoice, this system, this response I've given, this quote or this invoice I've given becomes invalid. That is, if I've given a price for a particular product, if it's 20 naira, and if I don't get a response in, let's say, in 2 hours, meaning in 120 minutes, please note this is done in minutes. So you need to compute the minutes as against when you want to make sure that the document is available. That is, within this 120 minutes, if this product, this invoice is not paid for, the system should make this transaction null and void, meaning that that customer after 120 minutes will not be able to respond with a payment to that invoice anymore, but might have to go and start all over again by creating invoice quotation and sending to you. But they can also clone. We also made provision for cloning on P2P. That is, you don't need to go through the stress of creating any document all over again. You can just clone and you have that exact document and send it to whoever you want to send it to. So those are some of the basic things that need to be said. And you, as a exhibitor, you can create charges on P2P. You can create discounts. Maybe you want some charges to be added to your invoice automatically. You can create them and make them compulsory. That is, for instance, maybe you are charging VAT, or maybe there are some other charges that you are charging. You can select the charge, type in the charge. Maybe, like, for instance, this value added tax. If this is one of the things you want, you can just make it compulsory. You can also make it negotiable. If you make it negotiable, meaning that you can still change the figure at the point of generating invoice. Same thing for discount. If you want to give discount, you can also create the type of discount you want to give, and this will be available at the point of generating an invoice on P2P. Once this is done, you are fully ready for your exhibition, waiting for you to now go and harvest your products for the exhibition. I don't know if there's any question before I proceed to the harvesting of products in exhibition and run a transaction end to end. Hello? Any question, please? All right. In the absence of any question, I'll proceed. Right above here, you will see the exhibition that you've been added to. Now, so far so good. If Soft Health is on this platform this afternoon, if they log in, they can see, they will be seeing the 4th annual exhibition for ACP, and they will be seeing it as part of what to be on this drop down. And I don't know if any one of them that has been onboarded on P2P can confirm that they can see P2P, I mean the 4th annual conference as part of the locations on his profile. Can one of you confirm that to me?
Yes, we are.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. And
thank you so much.
I think SkyGen 2 has been added successfully, and I think one more company that
Yes.
3 companies have been added successfully. So SkyGen 2 can confirm that they've gotten, they can see the location.
Can you just go to the conference exhibitors so that other people can see where we are talking about? So you click on conference exhibitors and then 41 annual conference so that they can see what we are saying.
Okay. So now I just click on conference exhibitors right now, and you can see now this is the conference I want to use for this training, but this is the main one we are talking about, which is the 41st annual National Scientific Conference. If we click on it, it will only show those who have been verified for this conference. That is, they've provided the right details, they provided all that is required to be on P2P, they've created a user that's been attached to a location, they've activated their account, and they've also made payments, some form of payment for the activation for them to appear here. So what you need to do is for you to understand that these 4 people currently are the ones that people can place order to. And when they select any one of them, what happens is that the system display their products. Even if Software clicks on this now, what they will see, they will discover that there's no product in there yet because they've not invested any product in for the purpose of the exhibition. This is one of the things that like what I'm going to show us right now, so that once you go there, you can go and select the products that you want to add for the purpose of the exhibition out of your list of products that you have harvested initially. So I don't know. So after this, I think Mr. Jibade will talk at length about ensuring most of us do the needful to get ourselves ready for the conference. And now this is where the adverts keeps showing. So this page has been provided for adverts. So once we have all your advert materials, you will see them scrolling, and the adverts can come in form of GIF and of JPEG images. So these are the acceptable formats for this purpose. I don't know if there's any question before we run the exhibition process end to end.
Let me also mention something here, that the advert page here is where all your advertisement for this exhibition will be showing, and you will see it is at the point of sales. So which means that if you are part of this conference and you are paying for the advertisement, we have agreed that we will take 4 products per each company, and that those 4 products will always be on this particular screen, which means each time anybody logs to this conference portal, all the products will be showing, and this is where all your flyers for your offers can actually be posted. Some of you have created offers, adverts: buy this, you get this; buy this, you get freezer; buy this, you get this one. All those, those flyers that you have created, this is where people can actually see what are the offers. And also, let me also mention here that every of your raffle draws that you want to do at the exhibition, people that are buying online can also participate. What does it mean is that once they have bought the value of goods that qualifies them for that particular raffle draw, what you will do, we're going to show you when we are showing the issue of stock issue, is that raffle draw, you will tear it and you will scan it and attach it to their stock issue notes. So immediately they have participated in that particular procurement, you can also attach their stock issue notes to it, attach their raffle draw tickets to it. And once that is attached, it means people who are not even on the conference ground can also participate in the exhibition raffle draw. And when you have done that, you also publish the report of your raffle draw. So it will be made public. So anybody that has it is the one that will come and take that particular gift item. So we're also making sure that you have that opportunity, not to exclude people that are going to be participating online during this particular exhibition, and they can participate in your raffle draw that you are going to draw during the conference. Thank you very much. Mr. Mika, you can continue.
All right, thank you very much. So right now we'll be going into transactions. Let me show you another page entirely. A minute, please. Okay, I'm sharing my screen again now. All right, for soft health and for as many of us that probably our accounts have been fully activated for the purpose of the exhibition, you'll be seeing the exhibition that you've been attached to right here. So for soft health, for bond chemicals, for Cygen, I will advise you probably click on the 4th annual conference from the drop down right now while I run it, but I'll be testing with this demo conference exhibition 3 for the purpose of this training. So once you do this, you are fully in your section for exhibition. Then you can click on add products. You click on add product. You can see initially I have a lot of products, but right now I only add few. So all you need to do is to click on add. Now this only displays products that you have added on P2P initially, that these are the business products you want to be dealing with. Then you can now go there and select the actual one you are bringing to the conference. So it may be much more, it may be more than this or less than this. So you need to go across and check the particular one you are bringing to the conference. And you can see it's well paginated, even if you have a multitude or much more products that are necessary. So you can click on them, you select the ones you are bringing to the conference. And once you have done this, you can now click on save. What this action does is that it saves or adds those products to your list of products that you are taking for the conference, meaning these are the products you want to be dealing with for the conference. Immediately you do this, what else you need to do is to go and do balance adjustment. Then the balance adjustment, meaning you want to bring in the quantity that you are bringing for the conference, for the purpose of the conference, you need to indicate it in the system. You know, I told you initially, for you to enjoy the auto response, because I know there's always a lot of activity during the conference. I've attended few of your conferences, and I know how the exhibition stand look like. You have a lot of people coming to your stand every now and then. But for you to ensure that the system was able to manage the traffic, the amount of people coming to your store to buy from P2P, you need to. I will advise you to put your balances and your prices, so that once they place order, and your system can automatically generate what we call invoice to them, and it can make payment. Once payment is made, all you just need to do is to verify the payment and confirm the payment, and you approve. Once it's approved, the next thing you do is to do a stock issue. After the stock issue, because on the venue or at the venue of this conference, we're going to be having registered haulers or courier on ground that will be taking the goods right from your stand to the location of whoever is buying it. But you need to ensure that your goods are well packaged, and the haulers will be the one to do the weight, for them to get the actual weight of each of these consignments that needs to be taken to the customer, and from there the customer will be the one.
Okay. Hello. Sorry. Yes. When you are, creating delivery notes for your delivery of whatever people have bought from you, we are bringing weighing machine to the center for those of them that want to use haulers to carry their stock for them. But it is when you are finished packing the products and they are sealed in a carton, you take it to the weighing point, which the haulers are bringing to the conference. And then you take the weight and add to their delivery notes, so that when they are sending that particular delivery note to a hauler, the hauler will be able to help them to know how much that stock is going to cost them to get to their destination. So you need to go and weigh the product after you have packed, and then you are going to have that weight in the invoice you are sending, which is also done online. So that is the area how you are going to do the weighing of the product that you are going to deliver to the customers. Is that okay? We can continue.
All right, thank you, sir. All right, so once you have been able to do this, then the next, like I said, you need to add adjustment. You need to do balance adjustment by bringing in your quantity into the system. You click on balance adjustment and you click on create. Then you can select the kind of adjustment. Maybe you can call it receipt or stock count or opening balance for the purpose of the exhibition. I would advise you to use opening balance because this is the balances you are bringing in for the purpose of the exhibition. And you could always adjust your balances as the case may be. So when next you are trying to get another balance now, it will not be receipts. So you can put in the cross-reference. Maybe let me just say conference 2022 inventory, and you select the product code. Now you can now select the products. You can only have products that you have chosen for the purpose of the conference. You have them here, so you can select them one after the other. You will see the pack sizes. You select the pack sizes, then you can put in most of the time for the first adjustment. Definitely you don't have any stock at hand. You can leave this as 0, but you need to put quantity, and your quantity on order is also 0. But for your quantity at hand, you need to indicate what you are bringing in into the system as adjustment. For instance, you are bringing in maybe 4,000 packs of liquid juice into the system. You can type in the quantity at hand there. Then if you might, for the reorder level, for the purpose of the conference, you are not actually doing reordering, so you can leave this at 00. Then you can also put in your unit price here at this point. You can say maybe this sells for 1,000 naira, and if there's promo, you can indicate the promo. Mr. Ajibade was talking about the promo earlier on. You can, if there's a promo on this particular product, you can maybe buy one get one free. and you say buy one, get one. Or maybe buy two. Let me just say maybe at least for the purpose of this training, buy three, get one.
Hello, hello, sir. I cannot hear you. I cannot hear what you're saying.
But is anybody hearing me properly aside from him?
Well, I can hear you.
Can anybody else confirm?
I can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear you.
Maybe you should check.
Yes, I can hear you.
Just go back a little so that she can pick. Just go back a little so that she can pick what she may have missed.
Okay.
Okay. I hear you as well.
Okay,
all right. Thank you. So for the purpose of having your inventory on P2P for this conference, you need to go to balance adjustment under transactions. You click on balance adjustment, which takes you to a page where you click on create, and it brings you to this page I am currently. So for the purpose of the conference, you click on opening balance because you're trying to open your balances for this conference. Then you can now put in your cross-reference and select the product one after the other by coming here to select the products. And after selecting the products, you can select the pack size. If the product it has multiple pack sizes, that's the purpose why we have this as a drop down. But if it's just one pack size, you can just select the only one that is there. Then here we have adjusted quantity at hand. Currently, you don't have anything at hand. You put in the quantity you are bringing in for the conference. So once you type it in here, if there's quantity on order, but at default, there won't be any quantity on order. Now, on this system, on P2P, we have a way we do order reservation. That is, you are bringing in 4,000 as quantity at hand, and probably in the course of the conference, somebody has placed an order. Our system can hold that order for him until when payment is made. But not like I said earlier on, when I hold an order, and within 2 hours that I've said, I say if this transaction is not fulfilled, that order becomes automatically available for somebody else to pick. So these are some of the things why those settings are very, very vital. But if you don't want to have any quantity order, you can leave it at 0. Then you are not actually doing any reorder at the level of the conference. You can leave this at 0 as well. Then you can put in your unit price for lipid juice 10, for instance. Then if there are promo, you can put the kind of promo you are doing for this particular product here and click on add, meaning that you have added this to your list. Then I can go there again, add another product, maybe loratadine. I can add it, select the pack size. If I'm taking 5,000 of this to the conference, and if I'm selling it as maybe 200, and there's no promo on this, I can leave it and click on add. I'll do the same for the other product, maybe better tone. I can click on the product pack sizes, and if I'm bringing 2,000 of this to the conference, and I can do this on and on and on for all my products. Once this is done, I'll click on save. And because I've set my system to allow me to not to approve automatically, you can see that this document has been approved. Because I made sure that in my settings, once I create this document, I don't want you to go through 2 levels of approval. But if I want my system to, if that's how you run your business, somebody creates, somebody approves, you can in business settings, you ensure your document settings, you ensure that your balance adjustment will require approval, so that whoever is going there could always approve as at when due. So, but for the sake of this conference or this training, I didn't want to go through the level of approval. If I check my reports, now you can see my balances. It's already telling me I have 4,000 of lipidus, I have 5,000 of atadine syrup, and I have 2,000 of betatone with their prices. Because that's one of the things we have also done on P2P, that at the point of doing your balance adjustment, you can set the price of your product at that point, meaning that you don't need to probably start going through price adjustment. But should in case in the course of the conference, price of a particular product has changed, you can just simply come to price adjustment and you click on create. You select the product in question, then you select the pack size, which automatically shows you the current price of that product. And you can now put in the new price you want to be selling the product, either lesser or above your current unit price. So you can always change the price of your product for one reason or the other, even during the course of the conference or even after the conference when you are dealing with your customers. So those are some of the things you need to set up for you to have your quantity. Now it shows that you have quantity to be sold, you have your product in place, and your prices has been set. Now orders can be sent to you, which I'm going to run us through. I don't know if there's any question at this point before we now start sending orders to the suppliers now. Okay, Opayemi Kale, please. You have a question, I believe.
Yes, sir. Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Welcome.
Yes, sir. Can you please go back to how to add products for this exhibition?
All right.
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right. So for the purpose of the exhibition, like I said, the first thing you need to do before you can add a product to your exhibition, you need to be on your own page, your business page initially, which is like for me now, I'm using Health Bridge Pharmaceuticals. I need to be there and harvest products for my business. That is, these are the products I want to be dealing with. And how do I do that? I'll come to business setup and click on add products. So I'll click on the add product button, and we as exhibitors or manufacturers or importers, as the case may be, we could just come to the manufacturer drop down and look for our name. For instance, if it's maybe Mirror Flash, for instance, the system brings out all the products of Mirror Flash already embedded on P2P. And all you need to do is to click on selector, which automatically adds all the products of Mirror Flash to your list of products that you do business with. Once this is done, you can now go to your exhibition page, because if you have done all the needful for the exhibition, you will see the exhibition, the 4th annual conference. You'll be seeing it at the top of your page. Then you select it and go back to business setup again, and you go to add products. This time around, all you need to do is to go through the same process, click on add product. Now this list of products that will be displayed will only be products that you have indicated that you are doing business with, and you can now go there one after the other and select the products. Maybe you want to be, these are the products you are taking to the conference. If it's small, you select all. If you're not taking all, just select the particular one you're taking to the conference and click on save. And this automatically makes the product available for you to take to the conference for sales. And once this is done, the next thing you will do is to do balance adjustment, which allows you to bring in enough quantity that you are taking to the conference and also set the price at which you want to sell them. I hope this answers your question. I think that's where we stop, really.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
All right, you're welcome. Any other question? All right, thank you. I'm moving on. So I'll be sharing a page of a customer trying to place order to you as an exhibitor. So this is a sample of a customer on P2P trying to place order to exhibitors. Now, as a customer, all I'll be seeing here is conference exhibitors. And I'll click on the conference exhibitors. I will choose the conference I'm going for. If I'm going for the 1st annual conference, I click on this I button and it displays all the list of exhibitors that have been verified to do business on P2P for the purpose of this conference. But if not, for the sake of this training, I'm using this demo conference exhibition 3. So I'm only seeing those that have been verified to do business for this conference. This is my demo conference. So I'll select, but this might not be, this training might not, this one might not be for you. So immediately I do that, it's bringing out the product. You can see these are the 3 products that I've added to my balances. Now, any product not that you don't have balance adjustment for will not be available for people to buy from. So it brings in all the products that I've done balance adjustment for, including their prices. And you can also see the products that has promo also fully indicated. So all I will just need to do let me just quickly put something into this, because you don't need to concern yourself about the customer.
Hello,
yeah, Mr. Jibade. I can hear you.
Hello, Mr. Benga.
I can hear you.
Please,
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Let me be able to buy from your store so that they will see what they need to do at their end. say I'm already on that conference exhibition demo 3, and let me send a request to you, so that at the other end they will be able to see what are the things they will do on their own. At least they already seen how the product will get to their store, how they put the product there. Now a customer is buying from you, so I'm going to buy from you from outside.
Okay, and please ensure now before you buy, Mr. Jibade, there are two ways of receiving our orders. You can either, at the point of creating orders, the customer indicates if he wants to pick the stock himself or he wants to use a hauler. So I may need to show them how. Do I need to show them how that hauler works?
Yeah, we are going to do the two. So let me do the first one of I want to come and pick it myself.
All right.
So I will choose. I want to pick it myself. We go through that process. Then I mean, you'll be able to do what you are doing at the other end.
So you send it to Edgrid, please.
Yes, I'm going to send the request to Edgrid now, but I'm using Smart.
Okay.
So I've sent my order.
All right. So upon sending the order, you receive an in-app notification. And for those of the business owner that has indicated the phone number, and these are some reasons why we're asking for the phone number for the exhibition. The person also gets an SMS notification that an order has been sent to you so that they can take action if they need to do this manually. You can see, you get an in-app notification. You can see Harvey Pharmacy sent you another request, kindly generate invoice from it. Now, for the purpose of this training, I didn't make my system to automatically generate invoice so that you can see how it's being done manually and how you can automate it. So I'll click on, it brings out the details of what he has asked for, what he wants to buy, and then I can just generate an invoice just by clicking on this button. Then I'll click on the invoice, and the payment will now be the only thing. Sorry. Sorry, I don't know. I'm getting it. A minute, please. Oh, sorry. There's something I need to activate from my hand. Savage Bade, a minute, please.
That no, can you see it? The error is that your conference payment has not been done.
Yes, I need to activate it. Now, these some things you get once payments are not made. But let me just activate it from here, please.
But let me also say that why that transaction was not going is saying that the conference transactional payment has not been done. So he has to make payment to that conference exhibition transaction payment, which was what we said earlier on. And immediately that particular thing is done, you will be able to send out the invoice. But for this conference, once you pay for the 20,000 for the transactional charges, that particular page you saw 20 units will be zero. So it will just be seamlessly be raising invoice without looking at how much balance you have in your account. So once you activate that account now, that particular invoice that you want to generate will sail through. So let's wait for him to quickly activate that account for payment. Mr. Benga, maybe we should do this way. Can we just, I mean, we have seen what will happen. So let us just take through other ones while that acquisition is being done at the back end.
All right. Sorry about this. I was just trying to get in touch with my dev team to ensure that this account, because for the conference, like I said, a payment has to be made. But the actual fact is that the demo account I'm using, I don't want it to go through that process of payment. So I also activate it from the back end. So that's what they are trying to do for me. But while we wait for that, I'll proceed by showing you some other basic things that needs to be done or how the system flows. Let me just share my screen again. Okay. So, Mr. Ajibade, what I would say you should do for me is that it's still the same flow for the regular transaction. So I would like you to create another order note, the regular order note, not to the exhibition, just because it's still the same flow anyways. So send it to me now to Edbridge Pharmaceuticals, yes. So the regular, don't go through exhibition.
It will be the exhibition stage.
Yes, okay. Yes. So that I can just show them the flow, and that's all.
Okay. So I'm doing code request to you.
No, don't send code request to me. Send order note to me.
Order note.
So that's what.
Is there a quantity in your stock?
Let me check. I should have quantity in my stock. Yes, I do.
Well, I'm not a partner of Edbridge on my phone, on my account.
Okay, well, you're a partner with WWDL, right?
Yes.
Send it to WWDL.
Okay, all right.
So you send order note to me, please.
Yes, I'm already doing it now.
So the same flow happens. Order note is sent to you. You create an invoice. The person makes payment. You confirm the payment. And after the payment has been confirmed, you generate what we call stock issue. Once the stock issue is generated, the next thing you do is to create a delivery note, and the customer comes for his pickup. Now, the delivery note has all you need for him to be able to pick up.
I have done it now, so you can check check your account.
All right. Thank you very much. So I've received the notification, in-app notification, and if my account, my phone number has been attached to this system, I also get SMS alert to that effect. So if I click on the notification, it takes me straight to the system. Now, what I've also done here is that I've done auto response for WWDL. You can see that the system has automatically generated the invoice. So if Mr. Ajibade checks now, he will discover that he has received my invoice automatically. You can see it's telling me invoice is generated because I've set my business to allow automatic response to invoices, which I'm going to show you right now. Now I set my business to allow
I already have the invoice.
All right, so make payment, please. So the invoice we have with the details of your account, then the person can make payments using the various options.
Well, I'm using my credit note payment, and it has approved it.
Oh, okay. So because like I said, if you are partner with somebody and you are giving credit facility to the person, the system automatically understands that you can use your credit to buy, in as much as you still have enough credit facility to buy, the system approves it. Let me go to payments and see the payment that he has made. Now you can see that this is the payment he actually made. And I've also accepted it, because if you are paying with credit facility, my system understands the fact that that credit facility has been given by me, the supplier. Now, I don't need to start running around. You can see, for me as a supplier right now, I didn't even touch the system till the level of payment confirmation. Mr. Ajibade, confirm that your payment has been accepted.
No, it is approved.
Yes.
It is approved
automatically.
And accepted, yes.
Exactly. Because
I have a credit facility with you.
Exactly. And I've set it to do auto response. And this confirmation will be done seamlessly without me touching anything. So what I need to do right at this point is just to create the issue note. And the reason why you need to create the issue note is because it's at that point you need to do some few things to that particular document. And first thing you do is to go there, you click on select the issue note, and it brings out all the details. So if you have any comment to send to the user, you can just put it in there. But for the sake of this training, I only put OK. So the issue note will also show the total volume and total tonnage of what you are sending to that particular customer. Then you can just click on save.
Mr. Bega, before you click on save, can you come back, cancel? This is where I mentioned that if you are doing any raffle draw, it's at this point of this creating, Mr. Bega approved this issue note. It's at this point that you will be able to upload the raffle draw ticket. So which means that raffle draw for that particular transaction you will be able to add it. So the particular document the customer is taking with them. So this is the place.
All right. So once okay, let me just go ahead. So once I click on this, I can click on save. And I will approve it. I think that's even approved because I set it to allow automatic approval. I didn't look at these are the purpose of these settings.
Hello, Benga. The idea was to show how you can attach a document to it, which will be the raffle draw.
Okay.
How you can attach a document to the issue note, which will then be the raffle draw.
Oh, sorry, I missed that part. Okay, let me just show you using this particular. Oh, we don't have any. Maybe by the time we're reading the second issue note, Mr. Ajibade, by the time we're reading the second one for the hauler, I'll be able to showcase that, please. Mr. Ajibade, are you with me, sir?
I'm with you.
Okay, all right. Thank you. All right, so once the issue note has been generated, Mr. Ajibade, kindly confirm the receipt of the issue note from your own end. You, as the customer, automatically get the issue note. If the customer is indicating that is the one to pick, then I can generate, once I generate a delivery note now, it gets a unique QR code, which is going to use to pick the stock from the customer. So
issue note is already with me.
All right, great. So let me proceed to generate the delivery note now. So I'll click on create and I can select the issue notes. So I'll be seeing a whole lot of issue notes that are pending, so I can select any one of them I chose to. Sorry. All right, so this is the issue note, and at this point is when I put in the batch information. For instance, this is the batch number. And the manufacturing date and expiry date will be indicated there as well. And I can, if I have any comments, I can add it here. And if there's any other document that I feel I need to attach to this delivery note, that will be sent to maybe a form of waybill or any other maybe business document or some probably Lego document that if you need to share, you can do that at this point by selecting and importing the document into the delivery note. So I'll click on save. And I can approve the document now. Approving this document automatically sends the QR code for the pickup to the customer. Remember, we told you earlier that there are two ways to pick, 2 or 3 ways to pick goods from the end of the supplier. I can either decide to pick it as self. I can either use any of the haulers or courier available on P2P. And I can also choose the supplier to be the one to deliver my goods to me. If supplier is offering such service to the customer. So, Mr. Ajibade, kindly confirm the receipt of the QR code in your good issue note right now.
Stock issue note has gotten the QR code attached to it.
Okay. So can you please snap it and send it to me?
Okay, let me just...
I can use this for the pickup.
Okay, 1 minute. Almost with you. 1 minute.
Okay.
Let me check it. It's there.
All right. Okay, received. All right. So once the customer comes to your location to do pickup, you need to ask the customer for his pickup code. So the customer can decide to send his pickup code to somebody to come and pick it, but the person has to showcase the pickup code. So you click on pickup as a supplier, then you click on scan QR code, which automatically activates the camera of your system, and you point the QR code the person brought straight to the system, which automatically brings in, and click on done, it automatically brings in the details to be picked. Now, you don't need to ask the person what's to be picked, but once you scan this against the order, it will automatically bring out all the details, including the quantity, the batch information, and the other basic information that you need to be added will just be the driver name, whoever is carrying or who's taking the goods away from your location. For instance, I can just say maybe the name is Ola, then the driver's phone number. So once this is done, you just click on pickup. On clicking on pickup, this completes the process of you buying from you and you delivering the goods to whoever is coming to pick the goods from your own end. So the customer will find a way, will always bring, because system automatically sends this delivery note to the customer who automatically imports it into his inventory. So that's the process end to end that covers your activity as supplier on P2P throughout the period of this conference and beyond. So, Mr. Ajibade, should we quickly also simulate the Ola process?
Well, I think for the Ola process may not be necessary, because the Ola will also come with the QR code. Exactly. Because that QR code will be sent to the Ola, because the buyer has chosen a Ola to pick the product on his behalf. Exactly. So what will happen is that immediately you have generated the delivery note, which we have seen, that same QR code will be generated, and the hauler can also receive it, because that is when the buyer send it to an hauler. So when the hauler is going to receive the document, the hauler is going to be receiving it with the QR code, and the hauler will come to your exhibition table and bring the same QR code to you, which you are going to use your system to scan, and it will bring out the actual quantity of items that that particular buyer has procured from you. One good thing about this is that the QR code only goes to one person. So no two people can have access to the QR code. So no two people can come and say they want to pick the same item from your stand. It is only one QR code and it's only given to one person. And once that one person has taken it and it has been used, it is deactivated on the network. Mr. Ferry, do you want to add something to it? Hello, Mr. Ferry, do you want to add something to it?
No, Mr. Ajibade, I'm okay with the explanation.
Okay, thank you. So that is the procedure that will take place during this conference. And we want you to ask as many questions as possible. We have enough time for you now. By the time we enter the conference, it will be difficult for us to sit down with you. However, we already have a platform which we have created for support. And if you are not on that platform yet, Mr. Mika, can you share the telephone number with everybody so that you can just send a request to that WhatsApp number, this particular WhatsApp number. You can send a request to that WhatsApp number that you want to be added to the P2P exhibitor support group. So that what we will do by that is that if anything is arising as we are trying to work on your system, we will respond to you immediately from the platform. So please, you can send a request to this particular number by asking to be added to the P2P exhibitor support group. Just send that code to that particular group. So that number, we will respond back to you and we'll put you there. We will send a link to you for you to join, or we'll add you to the group directly. So, Mr. Is there any other thing we need to take them through during this session?
I think those are the basics that needs to be done by the exhibitor or the supplier on P2P to be able to run the system effectively.
Okay, thank you. So what we need to do right now, for many of us, I have a lot of us registered on P2P, but some of us, our products are still not with us yet. Please, if your product is not with us, there's nothing you can do because there's no product you can harvest to your store, online store. And why we are the one creating it is because we don't want any ambiguity in terms of the way it is being done. We want uniformity in our approach. So that is why we have set the template. And we are the one checking through the template before we add them to the system. So there's an Excel sheet on the ACPN conference exhibition WhatsApp group. Please just update that particular Excel sheet. You can even send that Excel sheet once populated to this same WhatsApp number you are seeing on the screen. So, and what do you do is put your product name, the product generic name, the category of products, the dosage form, the measurement unit is your pack size, and the measurement description is like pack, bottle, sachet, as the case may be. Those are the things, and we also want you to also update your NAFDAC number for each of these products, so that each of those products, as they are being populated, people can see the full details of those products online. Secondly, your product images is very important. You see that when we are doing that simulation with the procurement, we saw that the product images were coming up, and that also helps the customer in their decision. Some of them, they know the name of the product, they may not know, some of them know the picture of the product, they may not be too familiar with the name of the product. And if the product image is also part of what you have sent to us, these are the benefits you are going to have. So your product will be having better visibility. So we have said that each of the products should have, their image should be made to be single image per product. So which means if you look at it better tone now, it is only one image in that particular file. That is why it is easy for us to upload it. If you have put other product there, we'll reject it because we can't upload it. And it has to be in a JPEG format or PNG, so that it's an image file, so that we can do. And you see that the image, they are small, but when you take the cursor to the face, it pops up, so the full image will be revealed. We have done this to maximize the space management on the platform, so that the images, you can take as many images as possible. So if your product images have not been sent to us, you may find that your product will just be empty. They will see the name, but they will not see the beauty of the product packaging and everything. And you know the benefit of visual when it comes to procurement. So that is also that. Number three thing I want to also mention is that some of us, we have not submitted our PCN licenses. for our premises. Some of us, we don't have the superior pharmacist number, the superior pharmacist PCN number in our documentation. Please kindly go to your location and go and edit those information at that level. Once you go to the location, you can add the PCN number of your superior pharmacist. You can also update the PCN license of your organization. All these are very important for us to verify your organization. So if you have not been verified, some of this may be the reason why your company has not been verified. The fourth thing is that for you to be able to use this system at all, because this system is not only meant for the conference, it's a system that's been there, and we're only bringing it to serve the conference purpose. After the conference, people will see the patronizing you, people will be reaching out to you. But without activating your account, this system will not be able to be, will not be functional. So please, as you are going back now, just go back to your system, go and click on activate account button. Whether you are using for the conference exhibition or not, or you are using after the conference exhibition, go and click on activate account button. And once you do that, it will help you to activate that account with just a token of 1,000 naira. And that is also for the benefit of the fact that you'll be able to be receiving SMS each time you have an order, which means you will not lose any sales if you set up your account properly. So the SMS, you will receive SMS each time you have an order, and that will help you to respond to your business almost immediately. And these are the basic principles that will make your P2P account to be effective and functional and be able to deliver optimally during this conference. The other thing I want to mention is that you saw that we ran into an itch when we are doing the conference exhibition demo, because the conference exhibition account has been done in such a way that it is only those people who have paid the conference transactional charges that will be able to receive, engage transaction and be able to receive orders. So if you don't go to your system and click on exhibition payments, that is where you will see where to pay for the exhibition transactional payment, which is 20,000 naira, and it is going to be taking care of all the transactions for the 1 week. And if you want us to also help you to publicize some of your promotions that you have designed visible flyers for, and for people that are online, let me also mention to you, it's not only people that are not in the conference that will use P2P to buy from you. People who are going to be in the conference are also going to use the P2P, because many of them will be engaged in so many activities day till night, and when they come back to their hotel room in the evening, that is when they can come to the exhibition store. And that is that time that they will now be scrolling through the company by company. And then that is when they can even place their order. So this time around, you may not see some people that will be in the conference coming to your stand until when they want to come and pick their products. So which means those people that usually don't buy in conferences because of their engagement, this is an opportunity for them to buy. Because when your conference stands are closed for the day, maybe about 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, they can still place order by midnight to you, and your system can still sell. And all the processing, they can do it in the night, and they know that they are coming to pick their order maybe 3 days later. By that time, it is ready because you have packed them. So all these are the things that this conference is bringing, and this is what P2P is availing you, the exhibitors, and all of us who are going to be buyers from this conference. So you will see that P2P has generally re-engineered the way we have been doing our pharma exhibition in the pharmacy sector in Nigeria. And I want you to also take advantage of this opportunity for richer sales and for wider reach. People who are in Sokoto and they are not able to attend this conference, they will buy from you because they are going to be able to receive their products and participate. I can tell you that the number of people that are in different groups that we have created for this exhibition support, that they want to buy from the conference through P2P and they want support, we are almost nearing 1,000, because the first group is filled up, the second group is also filling up. So you will understand that there are a lot of opportunities that P2P is bringing your way by virtue of this virtual exhibition. So we will implore you, take advantage of everything we have laid out. And your product list, if you have not sent it, the information on how to send is on the ACPN exhibition page. And then your product images, you can send as a file to the email address also on the exhibition page. And we want to use the ground now for questions. Thank you very much. So please ask for questions now so that we can begin to round up this meeting. So you can ask your question by raising your hand. Okay. Unwose,
Yes,
please
yes.
ask your question.
I want to find out about the 1,000 naira. How do we do it? How do I do it so I can get it registered now? How do I go about it?
Just log into your account, and on your menu, you just scroll down and you see activate account. Just under.
Yes, I saw it.
Just click on it, and then you can activate your account immediately.
So how would the money be debited?
Don't worry, the money will be debited from the account because it's a payment gateway, and it's going to go through the Paystack platform. So immediately you put 1,000 naira there, check that particular box, and click on Fund My Account. Immediately you click on Fund My Wallet, add fund to wallet. It will now take you to a page where, Mr. Vega, can you just demonstrate that again? It takes you to a page where you will now use your card, or you do bank transfer, or you pay through the bank. All the options, about 4 or 5 options are there for you to pay with.
Okay.
Yeah. That's how to activate your account.
Okay.
Any other question from you?
It's okay. That's a major question because I need to. That's the stage where I stopped yesterday.
Okay, thank you.
I was not able to move forward from there.
Okay, thank you. So, Okoyemi Kole-Aje, over to you. Other people, please raise up your hand. We'll be calling you one after the other. Just click the hand symbol on your screen, and we'll take your question. Okay, Okoyemi Kole-Aje, your question.
Hello.
You have the floor.
Hello,
yes.
Sir. My question is, you were discussing something about when an invoice has been approved. You said there's a default valid time. So what if the time now elapses? What is you were saying something about there's a way the invoice will still be there for the customer to just erase instead of going back through all the old processes. So you didn't. I don't think you understand what I mean, Sha?
Yes,
let me respond to that.
All right.
Let me respond to that. Yeah, earlier while I was showing you where we do the document settings, and I'll be sharing my screen now. Okay, how we can see my screen. Okay, so I showed you earlier that while we are doing document settings, I can choose a default valid period. Well, I think once you put in this valid period, you can also indicate if it is fixed period. Making it fixed period meaning that you don't have the intention of changing it. But if you have left it, I'll leave these fixed periods as unchecked, meaning that I can always go back there and change the timeline on that document. You understand? So that document will always be available for you to probably increase the timeline or reduce it as the case may be, if you didn't check this as fixed period. So once you put in the valid period within in minutes, you can leave this as not fixed period. Leave it the way it is, so that you could always go back there. Should in case you want to extend the time, you can do that. But once you set this as fixed, meaning that you have no reason to change this timeline. I hope that answers your question. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Are you satisfied?
I don't think you understand what I'm trying to say. What I was saying is, you said, okay, for instance, now let's assume we use 120 minutes. That's 2 hours. And after that 2 hours, the customer did not make payments. That means the time has elapsed. So is it that the customer is not going to go back through all the old processes again, or the invoice will still be there somewhere for the customer to just continue the process?
I actually explained then. Maybe you didn't get that up. I said our system allows for cloning. So what the customer will need to do is just to go and reclone that same document, send it to you, and you respond immediately too. You get, so it doesn't need to go and let's assume it's maybe 100 line item. It doesn't need to go there and start creating one by one again. It will just clone that document, and automatically that document is sent back to you to be able to attend to it.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
All right, thank you.
So, Mira Information Tech Center, you have the floor.
Okay, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Please, I just want to ask, I've sent the picture of all our products, and I'm going through the app now. I cannot see the picture. Does it mean we cannot access the picture of our products? I just want to know.
Mr. Benga.
Sorry, what's the name of the company again, sir?
Mira Flash. They have their products.
Okay. You know,
send the pictures.
Yes. You know, on the view, you might not see it immediately like that. But when you click on the details of the product, that's when you can now see every other information. You can see you only have few details about each of your product from your screen. But when you now click on the view, like there's this icon beside each of those products on your list page, you can now see the full detail of each of your products. So if you have uploaded your product images,
you will see it
there. Okay, then I think maybe after this training, I'll quickly walk around that. I'll confirm and I'll walk around it. Don't worry.
Okay, please. Thank you.
And I'll give you a feedback in the meeting.
Basically, we are still uploading many of those pictures. Okay. So if your picture is not coming up now, we are sure that before the conference itself, many of these things will be there. That's why we're asking for many people to have sent some of these things earlier. So we have gamut of them that are piling up, and we have a lot of people that we are trying to sort their accounts. Okay, more questions, please. I've been receiving so many information. How do I add product to my account? How do I put price? How do I put quantity? I believe we have been able to successfully do that now. Do we have any other question? Okay, Soft L, please ask your question.
It's not really a question, really. I was going to ask about the pack sizes I talked about yesterday, the corrections to the pack sizes. I was going through the platform and I found out that they are still the same. The corrections have not been made.
Okay, you mentioned some pack sizes issues yesterday. True.
Yes.
Can you mention the product so that, Mr. Benga, can you just go to the system now? Let's share the screen. Maybe there's a better way for us to see those back sizes, how to be done.
I think we should do this after this training.
I think so.
Let's do just after this training, please.
Okay. So I have Mr. Abiodun Olaleye. Please ask your question.
Okay, all right, sir. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Okay. I want to ask about the payment. I heard that the payment per user is 20,000 naira. In my company, we have some branches, some divisions, over 20. How can we pay? Are we paid for one head or we pay for individual divisions?
Well, I think we have begun a discussion around that line. I think we will engage pharmacist Adekoye. I believe we can engage him.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. From Adekoye should be a meeting now. It's another meeting.
It's another meeting now.
Yes, it just separate.
Okay, we will engage him maybe later on and see how do we address those observations you have raised.
Okay, just saying that Mr. Bedo asked the question because I'm the one in charge of this thing, the email and the listening.
Okay, thank you.
Please just engage him. Let me know the feedback. Thank you.
We'll engage you. All right. Thank you. Yeah.
Sajibade, we can't hear you, please.
Okay, sorry. What I was saying is that people should ask more questions. If you have questions, please ask, so that we'll be sure that we are taking all these questions. Well, in the absence of other questions, I think it might be the right time for us to end this meeting. I want to appreciate every one of us for the time we have spent together, almost 1.5, 30 minutes. And I believe strongly that with the way we have taken this meeting today, all the companies coming for this exhibition already have a very good observation, and very good understanding of what this conference will offer you, and with the P2P, how you are going to take your business to the next level. And let me also mention at this junction that P2P is not only for conference exhibition. It is the new normal that has come to our pharmaceutical supply system in Nigeria. It's a platform that has almost 1,000 of community pharmacies now, and many more are coming. And the system also, and the community pharmacies also, are doing a lot to ensure that they are bringing a source of funding into inventory procurement through P2P by some banks. So it means our inventory supply system will be highly funded, and it means that a lot of business opportunities are going to be coming our way through P2P. So what we want you to do now is that try as much as we can to ensure that our accounts are active, and we respond to requests from people that are sending things to us. I know after the conference, you may be receiving requests from wholesalers. The same way you are going to reply to them during the exhibition, the same way you are going to reply to them, because some of the wholesalers, you don't know them, but they want to buy from you because they don't have access to you. Many of them don't have access to most of your companies. So you can see an opportunity whereby some of them will now have access to you. They want to buy, and then because they are wholesalers, and that also means that you have opportunity of pushing your product down the line. And if your product has been bought by the community pharmacy during this conference, already you have registered your premises at the grassroots level. So when that product is now getting to the other level, they don't need to be looking for you. They buy it from the wholesalers. So you can see that your business link has been established and been sustained. So those are the things that the industry will benefit from in ensuring that they use their P2P account in responding to requests from their prospective customers. So I want to appreciate you all, and I want to thank ACPN leadership for the privilege given to us as an organization to come and bring this concept into the pharma space for this conference. And we believe strongly that the companies are also willing to partner with us more. I know many of you have asked us questions. Can we still reach out to the community pharmacists after the conference? You will discuss with us, because we have to discuss and agree on the rule of engagement. You can have what is called retail business units, which is basically a unit that you can use to service your retail end of business. But then it has to follow the normal route that the system will put on ground. So we have to discuss and we agree before we can create such accounts, so that you can reach out to the grassroots at a level. So all these are the opportunities that are abound, and there are things that we want to take further by ensuring that all of our supply system is able to meet the desire of our patients. When our patients are able to have access to their products, they are healthy. So that is what we're trying to do. I want to thank you all, Mr. Benga. Thank you so much. Mr. Cyril, thank you. And everybody on the call this afternoon, Mr. Laleye, Mila Flash, Mr. Morris, Joe Venture, Michael, Benjamin Chukwuemeka, Ebuka Igochukwu, Ehioje Irabo, Abisola Oyebola, Ajibola Raji, Celestine Adidi, Akim Olatoji, Jelilo Shinobi, Jerry Senu, Inwose Ukamaka, Olayinka Oyiloyi, Oluyomi Daniels, Opeyeru Kole Aje, Soft Health, Kodri Mumin, Sonny Daniels, and Simisola Akiloyi. We appreciate you all for the time you have spent with us, and wish you all the very best as we meet from Monday live on the conference exhibition ground. Thank you and have a wonderful afternoon. Bye.
Yes, he was there. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, sir. We are grateful.